Okay,
from
we are
North
here with
Alabama,
Coach
or
Jeremy
Northern
Sudbury
Arizona,
from Iowa State.
Haley Burns.
Men obviously took a dominant performance today with a loaded field. Just kind of walk me through the race and just how you think they executed today.
Yeah, I think the guys did a really nice job going out. We had a plan to kind of lay out of the front early. We really wanted to try to see if we could navigate moving through a field, maybe simulate kind of the national type meet. I was a little shocked how actually fast it went out. I think Kip Crewy sent it that first 1,000 and it dragged the whole field out. And so I think that played in our favor. I think we've been really trying to talk about executing discipline, being super patient, and I think the guys did that really well. I think the only critique I have is I think we kind of panicked maybe a little bit from 1 to 2K, and some of the guys moved maybe a little too aggressively. So that's something that I think we can clean up and even try to work on that kind of tactic for obviously moving the 10K.
What did you kind of tell them heading in? Obviously, with so many ranked teams, this being a real first true test of the season, to kind of get that game plan worked out properly.
Yeah, I think anytime you see on the start list who's running, it gets you excited, gets the guys kind of juices flowing in terms of obviously wanting to kind of see where they stack up. For us, I think we talked about we're in a mega training phase right now. We had some of our mileage PRs last week in terms of volume, and so I wasn't quite sure how we were going to feel. We kind of use this as almost like a down week of training to kind of just evaluate and see what we need to clean up in practice. Again, I think for us it was more about trying to create almost a simulation within the field to kind of see what to do necessarily at the national type setting. So again, I think the guys did a really good job. I think this course wears on you. I think the temperatures were a little warm, and again, the ground was really great footing, but I think the grass is real grass. It sucks the life out of you a little bit. So.
In ninth place with the time of
obviously ranked number 1 this year, heading
Florida,
into the season, preseason, and everything.
Olomouc.
Everybody says, we don't look at the rankings, but that has an effect. It has a toll in a way,
Sure, yep.
whether you look at it or not, knowing in the back of your mind. But obviously last year, you finished at, second, correct, at Nationals?
Sure, yep.
So rankings didn't matter then. You proved everybody kind of wrong and moved your way up. So just any thoughts on the rankings and just where you're at and what you kind of tell the team when you see something like that?
Yeah, again, I think you have two options as a coach. When you're ranked preseason number 1, you can do either kind of the, hey guys, don't worry about that, kind of lay low and keep your head down and just focus on what you can control. Or I think what we're going to try to do this year is embrace it. I mean, it's pretty cool to be ranked number 1. Means a lot. We're respected by our peers and obviously some of the media outlets there that are kind of covering our sport. And so we would like to kind of lean into it. And I think for us, it started last year. We had tons of confidence going into the postseason. We felt we had a team that might be able to upset for a national title and just came short. And so really this year is kind of an extension of last year in terms of a lot of the same guys. They got something to prove, a little chip on their shoulder, and so, as you said, it's just a ranking. Doesn't mean anything. We got 8 weeks to do it when it really counts, and that will still be our focus.
Awesome. Obviously, moving forward, what are some of the big meets on your calendar, looking to kind of execute again, and just kind of start to hone in that game plan for the regionals, for nationals, and down the road? Yeah,
so actually turn around next week. Sinelli's heading to South Africa. He's got trials to try to make the world team. And so he's going to do that. So we're going to take that into account in terms of his specific plan. Then we got Nuttycombe in terms of an actual team race. My goal was to kind of run everybody here and kind of see and use this race as an opportunity to see what we need to do necessarily in training, whether it's getting another race, potentially using this next 4 weeks before conference, have a big training block. So I'm not exactly sure who we're going to run at Nuttycombe, but if I had to guess, we'll have probably a mix of some athletes that come back from today, maybe rest some guys and just get ready for conference. Honestly, it's just going to be kind of individual. That's kind of our strategy. A lot of guys have an individual plan specific to them versus maybe doing everything together. So again, it's Nuttycombe next, then conference, then regionals, nationals.
Awesome. And then just, obviously overall thoughts on this course in particular and how it's gone, and just the meet today, and what you can look forward to at nationals for anybody who's not here.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful course. You got a beautiful day. I thought the course runs really nice in terms of true cross country. It's constantly rolling, and again, I think it's a course that I think some people might think it's easy, but deceptively, I think, when you look at the real grass, the rolling hills, you don't really ever get a break, and then you add the X factor of they sending it out in the 237, 238 the first K, and it's going to sneak up on you. So again, I think it's real true cross country. Love it, spectator friendly. The loops are great. You can get around as a coach and be able to coach your team. A couple spots I was pretty deep into the in the woods back there, and I was able to actually get some mental cues of the athletes. And so, yeah, beautiful course. Really excited to be here.
2025 Gans Creek
Thanks so much,
Classic
Coach.
Women's Cross Country
Congratulations on
Gold
a great race
Race
today,
Champion with a
best of
time of
luck the rest of the season.
19:07
Awesome. Thanks, man.
from Washington State.